Welcome. Today it's only Bear. I'm going to play this single player game. The good old Sid Meier's Pirates from 2005. Sometimes it says 2004. I was very fond of this game back in the days. I really love it. And I'm going to showcase you this. I will be playing it throughout. I will try to achieve full score, and I will be playing it at the maximum difficulty, Swashbuckler. So right now, let me just be quiet, and we will enjoy the intro cinematics. This does look like a good name. Björn Sin Trollo. Let's make a name out of this name. And if we take a look at the difficulty settings, first we have Apprentice. This is basically the tutorial mode. Journeyman. Opponents are tougher and sword fights more decisive, not much though. Adventurer is for the experienced pirate. Sea battles are more dangerous and villains more treacherous. I would call it normal. Rogue. Only the bold will attempt the rogue level. Skilled opponents will constantly challenge your command of the seas. This is a fun level, I think, but we will be going with Swashbuckler. For the consummate sea dog, Swashbuckler will test every aspect of your pirating skills. Look how brave we are. We are ready to take on anything. And we can select a skill. When I play at lower difficulties, I very much enjoy the wit and charm, mostly because it looks like this. Would you love it? Look at those eyebrows. But it's not really that needed. I think we can manage without. Though this might be useful if you want to play a really long game. It extends your career, that's what it does. And it also makes sword fighting in the end game easier. As we grow older, we will become more sluggish. Navigation. This one I would like to try. Improves seamanship and helps in sailing against the wind. Oh, that would really help. Skill at gunnery. You sure do a lot of gunnery in this game. Improves your aim and accuracy during ship battles. But we will be going with skill at fencing. And there's a reason for this. Mostly because that some enemies, not all, some enemies are ridiculously fast. At least a Swashbuckler. Start date. The 1600s or throughout. If we start in 1680, we will end in the early 1700s, I think. But let's go with the default setting, the golden era of buccaneering. So the intro cinematics must have took place in 1650 then. And the Marquis, who seems to be a guy of all nations, since he had guards with all kinds of different uniforms that came in and seized our family. We haven't seen them since. We are there. Oh, I need to sign on as part of a crew, do we? I want to be the captain. Alright. Spanish. They have a strong presence in the Americas. French, perhaps? Dutch? Let's go with the Dutch or the French, I think. I'll go with the Dutch, I like their uniforms. Test. We arrived at St. Martin. Turned out we were captain after all. Or at least we became captain after we led a mutiny. He seems quite set on his revenge right now, Björn Sin Trollo, since he named the ship Revenge. This is a basic sloop. It's not very strong. It has a few useful upgrades that you can see here. We have no money, or hardly any money, but we do have some space in the hold. We could get some cargo. We could go to the merchant and buy things here. We could buy luxuries. We could sail these luxuries to other ports for profit. We won't though. We're a pirate. We could talk to the governor. I guess he talks with any captain that comes into port.
Wellington! Done in par.
It's... You would much prefer everyone to be at war. This is kind of good news. As long as we don't go messing with the English, we will not upset the Dutch. And French and Spanish seems to be viable targets. Oh, we have a letter of marque. That improves our status from mutineer till privateer.
Delphin tossed.
The closest French city, you say? Hmm? Now there is a French settlement we could be attacking.
Ton Blistons.
He will send the brig Broderskap. Is it Broderskap? To blockade Montserrat. Perhaps you would like to tag along and pluck a few French prizes. Till next time. Actually, we will be checking the status. We wanna catch up on the news, what's happening. The Spanish and the French are at war. The Spanish and the Dutch are at war. The English and the French are at war. The Dutch and the English have a peace treaty, and the French and the Dutch are at war. So we can make use of this. In this case, we could get credit with the Dutch or with the English. I think we would rather prefer the English. That opens us to being able to attack the Spanish. Let's go to the tavern. A struggle we will have throughout is to have enough crew. So welcome these guys aboard. They see me, The guy in the back he just shakes his head. He ain't going. A mysterious traveler who offers to share us information. Yeah, he's offering to share. It's a gift horse. Alright. Ah, here they have a place that can upgrade things. Bart Roberts, the 8th most notorious pirate, sails out of the pirate haven Ville de Trésor, near the city of Santo Domingo. Oh, there's a named pirate over there. A villain. We're done here. Let's sail away. And check the map, I think. Here we have some English ports. Here is the French port they were talking about. There's a Spanish port over there. And there are a few French towns there. And here is the... Actually, I'm not good. I don't think we are going for the French. I think we rather go for the Spaniards. And you know what? There's a reason for this. Because right now we're a young whippersnapper. We have our health, we have a sword, we have a crew, but we don't have such a great ship, and we don't have such great tools at our arsenal, and we don't have any allies. Which means that we're on our own. So right now we're looking for easy targets. Like a Spanish smuggler. It's a brig. Let's shoot at her. Are we hit? Turn! Oh, they hit us, that's bad. We can't take too much punishment. Let's see if we can outmaneuver them. Brigs are recently maneuverable. The sloop is very maneuverable, but as you see, they are keeping up with us. Let's see if we can close the distance. We can't afford to keep fighting like this. No, we can't. They just keep turning and pummeling us. This is really bad. Will this end our career? Keep taking damage. Only have 2 guns aboard. Keep getting pummeled. We're almost dead in the water. We are very messed up. Picked up a guy from the water. Very good guy. Out of guns, almost out of crew. Our ship is sinking. And I actually gave this effort. This was an unupgraded brig. This didn't go as planned. For once I will actually be loading the game. I don't usually try to do this, but we could see the little cinematic and see what happens. Whenever they have pummeled us a bit, I can't shoot back, I can hardly move. They hardly have it, but there. We sunk, we're in the water. Luckily we came across a little island. Many months pass. This is what happens if you get sunk and you don't have any ships in reserve. So let's do something different this time that I don't usually try to do. We will load the game. We will load it at the battle. And we'll just sail right past these guys, because they're too tough for us. So, don't get used to me doing that. There's a Spanish privateer. What I'm looking for right now are Spanish merchants. Here's a little settlement. It's not a city. It has the same population as a city, but it's just a little settlement. Visit the tavern of this place. Oh, he's offering a ruby ring. I wish I could afford it, but we don't have any money. Have you been introduced to the governor of San Juan's daughter? They say she's a real beauty. San Juan, she's a real beauty. That's good to know. This named guy is right over to the west. Let's avoid him for now, because one, I think he will be kicking our ass, and two, I much prefer when I play these games to actually keep them alive for a long time, since they do keep plundering. He's been appointed new governor of San Juan. Big plans for economic growth. You do? We get to escort a guy to San Juan. You know what? After all, we are a pirate. And this is what pirates do. They have a few upgrades. They, for instance, could carry more crew than we do, and they have a longer range. They also are nimbler and more easy to turn. And our ship is damaged right now, so let's board. Let's go with the Cutlass. This is our first fight. Us against the enemy captain. Let's see how this works out. It's not too hard, I'm keeping along nicely. Let's get a few taunts in and hit him. No, he jumped. Stab him. And he goes flying over the railing. We have a new ship here that's not damaged. She's quicker at turning and she have a longer range. You know what? I think I will actually be keeping this new ship. I think we will get rid of the old one that we went here with. keep this, yep. And we're going straight for the fleet status. Let's select this new sloop with one more upgrade. I'm a bit sad actually that we won't be keeping the chain shot, because that's very useful, but we are pretty badly hit right now, and that would be a problem for us. So yes, let's sink Revenge. Yes, abandon Revenge. Now we have a new flagship, Nava de la Plaga. Now what? Let's rename this. What should we name it? Let's name it Strävan. We are not dead set on revenge anymore. We learned, we've seen death up front now. Or perhaps we still... There comes the Dutch privateers. They were going after the governor that we were escorting. Now we have a poor port over here, San Juan, but we just attacked one of the ships. So see, they don't want us going there, and they are very strong. 600 soldiers. So let's just... Oh, they're actually shooting at us as well. They come transporting troops. Now the Spanish don't like us because we sunk one of their ships. For them, we are a pirate. And let's face it, we are. Even more so. Here is the outhold of this place where Bath Roberts is hiding. He has a place of his own. We don't. But you know what? We are privateers. That makes us better than they are. And we could recruit these guys. Come here. A mysterious travel officer set us a part of a secret map. We're a pirate. We like pirate loot. Let's buy it. That was expensive, but alright. Spanish treasure fleet. Perhaps one day we will take that fleet. The merchant. Could we sell anything? We could drop a few guns, but I don't think there's any reason to. Let's sail away. Riksdomsstad. There's a Dutch settlement here. Let's visit this tavern as well. A lockpicking kit. Oh, I would love a lockpicking kit. Lockpicking is a noble sport, and I like lockpicks, but we can't afford it, sadly. I can sympathize with that.
Weddings allowed.
I say us in Cassandra. But as I previously said, we will not be messing with Bart Roberts. We will be talking with this Meier though. New governor of St. Martin. You know what? Actually going back to St. Martin might be a good idea, so let's do that. Let's hope that the old governor will approve of this new guy. Now we're escorting someone. 2 brave sloops. And remember, we're trying to suck up to these guys, so we will not be attacking them. Going east is generally quite slow in this game, and because the wind will mostly be blowing westwards. So it's very easy to go westward on the map, but it's way harder to go back. And this actually affects my playstyle quite a bit. I try to avoid going west if I can, and if I have the opportunity, I will try to just remove the reason to why you see how incredibly strong San Juan is. You see those cannonballs? It represents the station troops there. But we don't expect any foul play right now. We just... what's that? French privateers, and they... What, the new guy seemed quite upset. We can't really survive a long fire exchange with these guys, so let's just board them as quickly as we can without getting hit too much. I don't know what happened with the cannons that flew up to the wrong side there. So we will just be boarding them and taking the fight to them. Because then only our skill matters and not the cannon, the strength of the ship. Sadly, we will be losing crew on this. But that is the life of a pirate. It's short and it's bloody. We defeated that brig. Oh! One of the French crewmen is a skilled navigator who can increase a fleet's speed. That's really good. Come join us. These experts, I think there are 8 of them, and each and every one of them will be an permanent improvement to our career. But there's another brig here messing with the new governor. These actually sailed from St. Martin, so I sense a plot here. I think the old governor is not too glad about the new governor coming in. Therefore he will send the enemy to stop him. These are enemies of Holland. Don't forget that. They are at war. We've been losing quite a few guys. When he chops high, I duck. When he chops low, I jump. I try to get in a little taunt to increase the advantage. That's a trick to fighting. And usually I find it's way easier to actually go with the cutlass. I much prefer the cutlass, at least for the harder fights. Sometimes I could understand why you would go with the longsword, for example. Let's see if we can sail away from that last brig without fighting it. No, I think they're actually catching up to the governor. Let's sail back and rescue them. The French brig. Oh, look at her. She had just as many upgrades as we do. Oh, that's a nice tan of them. And they have cotton sails. Let's for instance go with the longsword this time. It's a bit faster on the attack, it's a bit slower on the defense. Usually I prefer the defense because this taunt attack is the same speed of every, regardless of what sword you have, and that will increase your advantage and that will slow the other enemy down. So your only good option if you go with the rapier is just to really quickly counter-attack anything, intercept every attack. Here's a new ship. Should we take this new ship? I do think we'll keep this ship. I think it's in a better shape than our old one. So once again, let's go check the fleet status. Oh, Strävan is really badly hurt. Let's appoint this new ship as our new flagship and let's abandon Strävan. We will have to discard a little cargo, but it doesn't matter. No problem. we call this one? Dristigheten. Right now we are sailing slow because we don't have quite enough crew to actually man this ship properly. We could just sail away from this guy. I don't think there will be anyone attacking him. Doesn't seem like so. And here's St. Martin. Let's go straight there, I think. And talk to the governor.
Wenentar. Donempar. Imbriglicated.
Oh, we're captain. That's good. Crew recruiting. And we get an estate. We never own land. This rather plain daughter comes in and she's taken with you and invites us to evening's grand ball. This is great. Let's go dancing. Oh, look at this young, handsome guy. An adventurer. And she's very nice as well, because she points where we're supposed to go. Very nice of her. She understands that as a sailor we don't have time to keep up with all the new dances. Björn takes every opportunity though to dance when he can. You always have time for a little dancing. It doesn't take too long to go to the grand ball. Oh, she's very impressed with her dancing. And a kiss. I think that was a kiss. Oh, look at that. She actually gives us gifts. She's filthy rich because she can just afford to give things away. And her father doesn't seem to mind too much. He seems to be on board with all these gifting things. What is the leather vest? Provides some protection during sword fighting. Nah. The weather glass. This is situational. It could be useful sometimes. But the three-stringed fiddle improves crew morale on long voyages. Yes, we do need some entertainment on board. It can get really dull. So let's take that and think of her every time we play it. That went well. Let's revisit the governor, see if he has forgotten to give us any promotions. No. I will be sad when he's replaced. Oh. You know what? Let's not sail away just yet. Let's go back to St. Martin. Visit the tavern and recruit a few guys. Oh. Additional part of the secret map, yes. Such in the... Alright. Still doesn't say very much. Welcome aboard, mates. Now we have a proper crew. Oh. St. Stadia's daughter is also beautiful. Oh, there's a trade galleon as well. We were trying to intercept those, and over 1,000. And he's going to Antigua. That's good. Visit shipwright. Oh, alright, we're gonna have to spend some money. Fix her up. Talk to the governor again. Oh, she would like a little gift in return for that last one we gave her. We don't have anything to give you. I'm very sad about that. Oh, she doesn't take it personally. We're poor, she knows. Let's sail away now. So, check the map. Let's once again check the status, actually. Spanish and Dutch, French and Dutch, English and French. Let's keep attacking French and Spanish. Oh, there was a beautiful daughter here, wasn't it? Do you think she will be impressed with us? Like talk to the governor.
Wedding. Done in part. Implicated.
Didn't get to meet the daughter though. Welcome aboard. Some more guys. This is an upgrade from an unimplemented feature. It doesn't do anything and there's no use buying it. So no. The governor's daughter is very beautiful. Let's talk to the barmaid. Henry Morgan, the most notorious pirate of all, near the city of Barbados. Over 9,000 gold. Don't have anything to sell. You know what? I think that's enough for our first little look at this game. We will be following Björn Sin Trollo's adventures in the future. So, for now, we can't say why we import, so let's just sail away. And save our game at this new empty slot. And see you next time.